Well, hello there and welcome here to my place. This is my second video I'm doing reading the Bible because I just realized I was reading Matthew. I was reading Matthew chapter 13, but somehow I ended up in Mark chapter 13, so I just cut the video off. I mean, I read the whole thing and then I realized, oh man, this is Mark. I'm not in Mark yet because I want to stay on track. So I'm in Matthew chapter 13, so I'm going to go ahead and read that one to you guys. We'll get to Mark one day. I think that's next after Matthew. Okay. And this is Matthew chapter 13. On the same day, Jesus went out of the house and sat by the sea, and great mutilation were gathered together to him, so that he got into a boat and sat, and the whole stood on the shore. Then he spoke many things to them, and saying, Behold, the sower went out to sow, and as he sowed, some seeds fell by the wayside, and the birds came and devoured them. Some fell on stony place, where they did not have much earth, and they immediately sprung up, because they had no depths on earth. But when the sun was up, they were scorched, and because they had no roots, they withered away. And some fell amongst thorns, and the thorns sprung up and choked them. But others fell on God's ground and yield a crop, some 100-fold, some 60, some 30. He who has ears to hear, let him hear. And the disciples came and said to him, Why do you speak to them? He answered and said to them, Because it has been given to you to know your mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it has not been given. For whoever has to him, more will be given, and he will have abundance. But whosoever does not have, even what he had will be taken away from him. Therefore I speak to them in parables, because seeing they do not seek, and hearing they do not hear, nor do they understand. And in them the prophecy of Isaiah is fulfilled, which says, Hearing you will hear and shall understand, and seeing you see and not perceive. For the heart of his people have grown dull. Their ears are hard of hearing, and their eyes they have closed. Let they should see with their eyes, and hear with their ears. Let they should understand, which their heart and turns, so that it should heal them. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears for you to hear. I say to you, many prophets and righteousness men desire to see what you see, and did not see it, and hear it, what you hear, did not hear it. Therefore hear the parables of the sower. When anyone hears the word of the kingdom and does not understand it, then the wicked one comes and snatches away what was sown in his heart. This is he who received seeds by the wayside. But he who received the seeds on stony place This he who hear the word of the received with joy, with joy, sorry. Yet he has no roots in himself, but only for a while. For when or arise because of the word, immediately he stumbled. Now he would receive seeds amongst those thorns is he who hears the word and cares of the word and the of riches choke the word, and he become unfruitful. But he who receives seed on the good ground is who indeed bear fruit and produce some 100s, 60s, and some 30s. And the kingdom of heaven is like a man who sowed good seeds in his field. But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tartar among the wheat and went his way. But when the grain has sprouted, producing a crop, then tares also appeal. So the servant of the owner came and said to him, Sir, did you not sow good seeds in your field? How then does it have tares? He said to them, An enemy has done this. The servant said to him, Do you want us then to go and gather them up? But he said, No, lest while gathering up you also unroot the wheat with them. Let both grow together until the harvest. And at the time of harvest, I will say to the reapers, First gather together the tares and bind them in bundles to burn them, but gather the wheat into my barn. Another parable he put forth to them, saying, The kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed, which a man took sow of his field, which indeed is the least of all the seeds, but when it is grown, it is greater than the herbs, and become a tree, so that the birds of the air come and nest in branches. Another parable he spoken to them. The king of heaven is like leaven, which is a woman and hind hid in 3 measures of mills till it was all leavened. All these things Jesus spoke to the muted and problems of without. He did not speak to them, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken by the prophet, saying, I will open my mouth. I will utter things kept secret, and founding of the world. Then Jesus sent multitude away and went to the house, and disciples came to him, saying, Explain to us the able of the tares of the field. He answered and said to them, He who sow in the seeds and the good son, man, the fulfilled of the word of the good seeds are the son of kingdom, but the tares are the sons of the wicked ones. The enemy who sowed them is the evil. The harvest is the end of the age of the repairs are the angels. Therefore, as the TARES and gathered and burnt in the fire, so it will be at the end of its age. The Son of Man who will send out his angels, and they will gather out of his kingdom things that offers those who practice lawlessness, and will cast them into the furnace of fire. There will be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Then the righteousness will shine forth as the sun, and the kingdom of their Father, who he has ear to hear him hear. Again, the kingdom of heaven like treasure hidden in the field, which a man found and hid, and for joy over it goes and sells all that he has and buy the field. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like merchant speaking beautiful pearls, who, when he had found one pearl of great price, went and sold at he had and bought it. Again, the kingdom of heaven like that was cast into the sea, and gathered some of every kind, which when it was fulfilled, they drew the shore, and they sat down and gathered the good into vessels, but threw the bad away. So it will be at the end of its age. The angels will come forth, separate the wicked from amongst the just, and cast them into the furnace of fire. There will be wailing and gnashing teeth. Jesus said to them, have you understood all these things? They said to him, yes, Lord. Then he said to them, therefore every subscribed introducing to the kingdom of heaven is like a householder who brings out of his treasure things new and old. Now it came pass, when Jesus had finished these parables, that he departed from there. When he had come to his own country, he taught them in there, so that they were said, where did this man get this wisdom and these might work? It is not the carpenter's son. It is not his mother called Mary, and his brother James, Joseph, and his sister, and they all with us. When did this man get all his things? So they were offered at him. But Jesus said to them, a prophet is not without a honor, except in his own country and his own house. Now he did not do many mighty work, therefore, because of their unbeliefs. And that is chapter 13. That was kind of a long one, so I'm going to go ahead and get off here. 14 minutes. If you like these type of videos, please give me the thumbs up, subscribe, all that good stuff. Until the next one, stay safe, stay blessed. Goodbye.